Squirt, sauce. Squirt, squirt, sauce. Wake up, grab your phone, good vibes everywhere. Ryder's got big muscles, Lisa's got the hair. You never know what they're gonna say, but there's a 45% chance you might like it anyway. It's the sauce, they're spilling it live for you. It's the sauce with your favorite morning crew. It's the sauce, 2 hours will fly by. They don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna try. It's the sauce.
Florida, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hey, I'm Anna from Spruce Grove, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
I'm Electronic Jordan from Calgary, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Good morning, saucers, and welcome to the program. We've got a packed show for you today, including talking to a crime and mafia expert about Ryan Wedding and how he went from a well-known Canadian snowboarder to one of FBI's most wanted.
Yep, and of course, breaking down the Oilers losing a heartbreaker last night in Tampa Bay. That sucked.
There's a new record for the most expensive comic ever sold.
And Gaunch are making a comeback.
And more.
Welcome to the Sports Interaction Studio. It means a lot that you're here. Make sure you're liking this video and subscribing to Oilersnation. We're here every weekday between 8 and 10 a.m. Mountain.
Sure looked like the Oilers had that one, eh? God, that was tough.
Yeah.
Especially, I heard Knobloch, our coach, talking about the travel time in between Washington and then Tampa the next night, and how he was expecting that they'd get in at 3:30. You play a game, you travel until 3:30 in the morning. I don't think anybody expected the Oilers to look so good off the start of that game.
No, it was really nice. It was fun to watch. We got a point.
Yeah.
We'll take a point.
Exactly.
But it was definitely a heartbreaking game because they were playing great. And we got some fights involved.
Finally got some good goaltending, too. So sad that we couldn't pick up the 2 points. I like and have noticed how you call Pickard Kelvin every time.
That's right, because in the second period this morning, we were just talking before the show started. I was like, how about that diving save? That was incredible. Love Kelvin.
Yeah. Is this a thing that you learned from somebody else, or are you just not confident if it's Pickard or Picard?
That's right. So It only took one time. The first time I ever talked about the guy, I was like, Picard?
Yeah.
And ever since then, now I'm just super... I get anxious for no reason, even though I know it's Pickard.
Yeah,
I can't bring myself to say it properly.
I feel the same about Roslovic and Roslovich.
I know.
Because I just have, in my mind, I've heard both of those things. And so then when I start saying his name, I'm like, which one am I going to go with this time?
I mean, I feel the same way with the Canadian band BTO.
Okay.
Bachman Turner Overdrive. I'm like, is it Randy Bachman or Bachman? I've heard it both ways. I've heard him be introduced on stage as Bachman, and I'm like, pretty sure that's wrong. But now I'm insecure about it.
And it is interesting when you find out everybody's been pronouncing it wrong, like the Kelsey brothers.
It's actually Kels and Rihanna. We used to all call her Rihanna. It's Rihanna. She corrected people finally years later in an interview.
Yeah. So Kelvin had a very good game. Nice to see that, even though we didn't get the job done.
How about when his helmet flew off? It's like seeing your dad after he shaves his mustache. It's so weird. You're like, oh yeah, there's actually a human underneath that massive helmet. It's so rare.
There's nothing as vulnerable as when dad takes off his mustache and comes out and looks at you for the first time.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll talk a little bit more Oilers later. We're going to have another Oilers Nation coworker joining the show as well. We're continuing the tour of getting to know everyone that works here, and he's one of the writers for Oilers Nation. So I would love to pick his brain a little bit about that game. And then we play the Panthers tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah.
So hopefully we can win. Get 2 points.
Yeah, losing in Florida seems like something that we've been doing a little too much the last few years.
Well, and after Kachuk got that podcast up and running, it's time. We got to bring down the ego a little bit. So we'll see what happens there.
It is time for our first guest. We're very excited about this. We have a crime expert and very well-known podcaster, Jeff Nadeau, who has over 500,000 followers on social media.
I was shocked he even got back to me. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He responded, so that's awesome too. So host of the Sitdown, a Mafia history podcast, like Ryder said, with over 500,000 Instagram and TikTok followers. And we want to pick his brain a little bit about a Canadian that's been in the news a lot. I mean, in the past, but also back in the news again this week.
That's right. Yeah. Almost a household name in Canada. Ryan Wedding is his name, who was an Olympian for Team Canada, a snowboarder. And I'm just wondering, is Ryan Wedding as famous worldwide or as known worldwide as he is around Canada these days?
Welcome to the show, Jeff. Hello.
How are you guys? Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. How are you guys?
No, thank you for taking the time. It means a lot. So yeah, what's the vibe with Jeff Wedding outside of Canada?
Ryan Wedding.
I mean, sorry. Ryan Wedding.
Yeah, I'm not part of
No,
that
you're
family.
not.
No, look, anybody that knows the thought is that Ryan Wedding, I don't know if the people realize how big Ryan Wedding really is. I mean, I think the thought is he's just this coke dealer and he has a bunch of girls around him. I mean, Ryan Wedding is essentially at this point one of the leaders of the Sinaloa cartel. I mean, it's that simple. He is vast. His network is vast. He has no problem taking people out if he needs to. He's being protected by some very powerful people. And that's the thing about cartels. I mean, people just think of them as these entities that move narcotics. They're actually essentially Fortune 500 companies that have hundreds of thousands of people that work for them. Their reach is vast, and they're providing a lot of drugs, and they're doing a lot of other things too. So yeah, I would say the fact now that people like yourself, I mean, throw in the fact that he's now on these legitimate news networks. People like me were the only ones really looking into him. Now he's on the CNNs and the Fox News and the CBCs and all these different networks. Plus, his story is movie-like. So I think that's what adds to it. It's rare you see an individual like this go to the top of a group like this. So I think he loves this kind of stuff, though. I'm sure he basks in it.
So tell us the story for those who are checking out this show right now and they're like, wait, I have no idea. What is the fascination? What is the story? Tell us about him making his way to the Olympics to begin with.
Yeah, so Ryan Wedding was born in Ontario. He really just was in a family that was involved in ski resorts and things of that nature. He got into snowboarding, was actually very good at it. He was a junior national sort of snowboarder. He then got into world championships. He then represented Canada in 2002. Now, he wasn't like the top 3 or 5. I think he placed 22nd in the 2002 Olympics, which is I believe it was in the United States.
Salt Lake City.
And from then he went to Vancouver, which isn't far from you guys. Attended college, became a bodybuilder, got involved in some bouncing, was moving around, and then he started getting involved in selling weed. He was involved with something called BC Bud, which you may have heard of. It was at one point I'm not insinuating you do marijuana, but
no, I think everybody knew that quality of marijuana was recognized worldwide.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he then got arrested, but he didn't do any prison time. He then just started getting into cocaine, started moving coke. He got familiar with a person who ended up being a confidential informant, basically undercover for the FBI. He did time in prison, and that's where it all started for him. As far as a lot of people don't realize, when you go to prison in the United States, particularly the United States federal prison system, it only makes you a better criminal, especially the level that he was at. He started meeting bigger dealers, and that's really where it kind of got big for him. But it all started really just through selling marijuana, getting involved in growing the plant, and then moving from there.
So truly the definition of it being a gateway drug, I suppose, as many have said.
I mean,
do you think
in his case, but I think it was more, guys, just not to interrupt. I think it was more just the fact that he was a businessman. Whether or not you agree with it, selling narcotics is very lucrative, especially if you know the right people. And for him, it's become quite lucrative. But back then, I've talked to people that are in that business. I've talked to people that have been in that business. I've talked to people. They're really just supply and demand. They see a demand for something and they fill it. I think that's one thing about Wedding that I find to be pretty interesting is I think he really just started because he wanted to make money, which is why most people do it. But he was filling a demand that people have for doing these things.
Is there a correlation between the type of person that can, get something out of extreme sports Like, what is it about the personality type that made him get into this and
Excel
and continue doing it, even though he's already richer than most people? Like, why would you continue on, especially now? Like, it's crazy to know that he's on the FBI's most wanted, and they even increased the amount of money that they're willing to give someone who wants to come forward with information. It was $10 million. No one was coming forward. Now it's up to $15 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I talked to someone I'm very close with that probably knows more about definitely knows more about wedding than me. And she told me that even if the United States knew where he was right now, which I believe they do, he said he wouldn't move. He's that arrogant. Like he wants people to know who he is. He loves it. I think the question you asked is pretty interesting about, did the connection to his sports career, did that have something to do? I think he's just kind of a daredevil. He wants to delve into things that probably aren't right or aren't right ethically or morally. And, look, you can't get out of stuff like this. When you're at this type of level, I think people get this confused that, like, oh, you can just make a ton of money and retire. I mean, maybe if you're some street corner guy that does pretty well with it, you maybe make a few $1 million. But at this level, it's a little different. I mean, where would he even go? I mean, he makes so much money, you couldn't get out of it. He's too high in the food chain to do that. Why he keeps doing it? Yeah, I mean, I think that's the moral question that we would all have, but it's not real easy to get out of. He looks at himself as a criminal, a gangster. There's no real way to go outside of that. Most of these people, this is what they're built to do, and they want to keep doing it.
It's so interesting to me because we've had another Canadian snowboarder that got fame not only for being incredible at their sport, but ended up having their medal stripped because they tested positive for THC. That's Ross Ribliati. Mm-hmm. And it seems like he was more villainized.
You're crushing it.
Than Ryan Wedding has been, even though one was just smoking weed and the other is doing obviously far worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, I don't know. I've always had thought that when it comes to wedding, like you mentioned the reward out there, like I think the United States and most of these places know where he is at this point. I think it's really just about a lot of these people. I have to wonder, like, what's their actual, are they allowed to just kind of keep doing what they do? In the end, like I said, they're fulfilling a need that a lot of people want. A lot of people, whether I agree with it or you agree with it, do cocaine. And Ryan Wedding is the person that supplies that. Ryan Wedding has supplied over $1 billion worth of cocaine. I don't think people realize how much that is. That is an insane amount of narcotics. So I think that he'll obviously get a lot more headlines now, but people like this love this stuff. I talk about the mafia a lot. Most of the people that I talk about, they love the fact that I talk about them. People want to be a gangster. The always thought is, why be a gangster if no one knows who you are? People watch films. I mean, I think the government, obviously they've been a problem in kind of stamping this out, but the entertainment and film industry, look, most of us, including you guys, probably want to film on this guy, right? All that's going to do is create more around him. You look at a film like Goodfellas, that makes the mafia look, very cool, and everybody wants to be a part of it. That's aided in taking these people into wanting to be what they want to be. Wedding will get a film. Absolutely. He'll definitely get documentaries. I don't know. Maybe I'll even create a documentary on him. I mean, why not at this point? It's one of the biggest stories in the world. So criminals like this, they feed off this. And I don't know if I answered your question, but, people like him, they can't leave it. They can't retire. It's kind of an addiction at this point for him, at least.
Now, you touched on the fact that your job is covering the mafia. You're well-versed in it. You know a lot about it. Do you ever feel scared? Do you ever have fear with what you are bringing forward with your very well-known podcast and social media presence?
When it comes to like the mob in America, no, not at all. And the mob in America have no ability to do that anymore. And that might sound crazy to you guys, but they don't. They're not a powerful organization at this point. And I've always lived in the fact of I don't disrespect these people. I don't call them names. I don't do things like that. I kind of just try to stick to what I know. I really only talk about current indictments and things of that nature. I definitely have like had run-ins as far as like they may not be happy with something I've said, but a lot of the time I'll just speak to them through an attorney or something and we'll figure it out. When it comes to people like Mr. Wedding, yeah, obviously I think that's a little bit obviously bigger. I mean, Wedding has reach. I think that's the thing about Wedding. I mean, he's not just a drug dealer. Ryan Wedding is under indictment for murder. He's ordered hits. He's had various people taken out. And what's crazy in this recent memo from the Department of Justice, where he was involved in a federal indictment for murdering a witness, he actually did that through someone like myself who has a blog that talks about Canadian criminals, one of which I've actually used in some of the stories that I do on the mafia in Canada. This guy, Dirty News, that has this blog that Mr. Wedding used. I've been on his site hundreds of times over the years. He was a very good journalist for a long period of time. Wedding actually used his website to post a picture of a federal witness, and that person was killed in Colombia. So it kind of is wild that all happened. But no, I wouldn't say I'm scared. I mean, I've definitely had run-ins over the years with certain people, but I'm not going to bow down to criminals. I mean, I don't disrespect them. All I do is no different than anyone else. So I just leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, this story's everywhere. I saw TMZ posting about it. People, like, there are journalists just, putting out the facts, stuff that they know.
Right, yeah.
But no, it's been definitely a topic around the office. So we were like, hey, who can we get on that can break it down for maybe some of our viewers that have never heard about this guy or don't know what the heck is going on? So I think we came to the perfect source, one of the best to do it. What is your podcast and where can people find you?
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I have a show. It's called The Sitdown. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, really wherever you consume content. I try to talk about organized crime for the most part. I spend a lot of time discussing the mafia, what they're doing today, cartels, things of that nature. I do viral news videos, mostly crime stuff, though. You can find it wherever you consume content. I will just point out, I think the reason that Wedding is well known to folks like yourself or just people around Canada or America that maybe don't consume this type of content. I just think it's the story. I mean, it is kind of literal that, he once was on the slopes and now he's kind of involved in snow in a different way. I think that kind of is, it's almost, again, it almost writes itself. But I think by talking about these people, it's exactly what they want. The problem is people are just fascinated by it because they don't live that life. I definitely think I add to it as well. I talk about them. They love it. These people are all sociopaths, and that's what, and they like it. So
awesome, man. That
crazy.
Was a heavy chat. Thank you very much for taking some time, and we'd love to have you on the show again at some point if it makes sense.
Yeah, if you're going to be doing some sort of documentary, just reach out. Now you have our contact, and we'll keep in touch. Thank you again for taking the time.
I will. Thank you guys for having me.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Bye.
It is interesting what the tie-in with his Olympic past and why that all of a sudden makes his story just mean a little bit more.
To us as Canadians, too.
Because we were rooting for him at one point, right?
Yeah.
And it's just the kind of profession you normally don't hear that leads to what he's alleged to be doing now. The other story like that just grabbed my attention was there was a news guy. Do you remember hearing about this in Winnipeg? He was like, there's a documentary that's been made about him, but you're a sports reporter in the evening news. And then he robbed a bunch of banks in like rural communities.
Maybe I did hear about this.
Yeah.
And he didn't care that his name was out there?
Well, he made the documentary.
Oh, he made it about himself.
Yeah, like he helped with making it, and
Right.
it felt like he was bragging about what he had done in the documentary too.
Mm-hmm.
But what made that so interesting is like you watch these people do their work. Like if for people watching us, if we went on to do something extremely illegal, it would be just wild because you're like, what? I just watched that person do things that weren't illegal for years.
Well, yeah, and if you look at the updated news about Wedding, it's him in a coffee shop last year, just hanging out. having a drink, like not in hiding at all. And we've been talking about this guy for forever, but he's just more relevant, especially this week after the FBI were like, okay, we're up in the amount of money you can win or you can take home if you give us any information.
15 mil, but nobody's apparently come forward so far at 10 mil, and nobody wants to at 15 because you're just a dead man walking if you rat a guy like that out.
Yep.
Right?
So we've got Jeff in the chat, actually. So those of you who are on the Oilers Nation in our chat room right now, you can actually like and follow along his YouTube that he's writing in the chat from. That was a really entertaining guest, and the chat seemed to love it. So again, thanks to him for just informing us. I know a lot of my girlfriends were like, who's this person? I was like, just be watching tomorrow, and then you're in the loop. You know everything.
I would be if I did a job like him. I think there'd be really great days, but I think the anxiety would get me some nights. Like if you let something slip or like said something that you're like, maybe I shouldn't have worded it that way.
Totally.
Yeah,
Crazy. Anyway, so that is the update with Wedding, who has been in the news. I wanted to pivot a little bit here, actually pivot a lot.
Sure.
And just give a shout out to, first of all, Rachel in the chat. It is Rachel's birthday. Thank you for spending your birthday morning on a Friday with us. And then Northside Norm donated $10 in the super chat. All of the money that gets donated on our YouTube goes to the Ben Stelter Foundation. Just because it's Rachel's birthday, he donated $10.
I like how he said stick taps too. I don't know. Reece, is that a common thing that
Stick taps.
people say around here? Is that like known in the chats? Stick taps?
I don't know if it's just relevant to the chats, but
Okay.
I think it's like a pretty common thing.
Just stick taps, here's $10.
Yeah.
I love it. If you started it, Norm, in the chat, we're keeping it. Thank you very much.
And yeah, it's nice to see everyone showing your support about our incredible guest we've already had on. Like, what a start to the Feisty Friday. And if you like that kind of stuff, if you like true crime, especially like kind of morphed into sports, there's a lot of stories like that. And we can talk about them and break them down more in the future. So just let us know what you're loving about the sauce, what you want more of, and we'll try to cater to that.
Producer Reece, that was pretty intense, eh? Mm-hmm. That was probably your first experience with an interview like that?
Yeah, no, that was pretty hardcore. Super smart guy, like very educated on like the stuff he's talking about. But yeah, what an insane story.
Yeah.
It is, really. And I think Canadians, specifically, because we were cheering for this guy, have to be careful not to make him...
We don't want to glorify it, but I think it happens anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the people that were watching the Jeffrey Dahmer show on Netflix, and they're like, "Whoa, I'm going to dress up as him for Halloween." I'm like, he ate ears.
Yeah, the other one that always kind of frustrates me when things like this shake down is when it seems like there are pockets of people that are really attracted to people that do things that are very bad.
Yeah, don't you remember that viral mugshot? This was years ago now, but it was the guy with the piercing blue eyes.
Yeah.
And then he was getting all of this fan mail. I think that happens all the time.
It happens all
with
the
criminals.
time.
They'll get fan mail sent in to the jail.
Yeah. I spent a bit of time in the clink, actually. I don't think I got any mail, but I did spend some time behind bars.
You didn't get mail because you were in there for 20 minutes. Weren't you just in the drunk tank?
Yeah, it was like 3 hours, but I learned a lot.
Did you?
You grow up fast.
Did you get a nickname out of it? Did you have any buddies that were in the same cell as you that you could learn a thing or two from?
They called me Crying Ryder.
Crider.
Because I cried my way out of the drunk. I promise I'm okay. Shout out to Bonnieville RCMP. I shouldn't have interrupted your arrest by asking you if I could get a ride home.
Didn't you live like 3 blocks away from the bar?
2 kilometers.
Okay.
And everybody else in that town was drinking and then driving home.
That's not good.
And I went up to the cop and said, "Hey, listen, I've been waiting for 2 hours. It's minus 20. There's one cab in this town and he's not coming back. Can I have a ride home?" So I was actually kind of thankful because he threw me in the drunk tank and it was warm.
That's nice.
Yeah, I unthawed for a few hours. Anyway, next time I bring up that I did some time, I don't think we need to get into all of it. You just have to accept that I'm a badass.
I wanted to read a review that we got in about the sauce. Ryder, I think you'll get a kick out of this.
Oh, Crider is what Devin just said. Yeah, Crider, yeah.
So on Oilers Nation's website, you can review the sauce and give us your thoughts on it. Same with like wherever you tune in. Spotify, if you've been listening to the podcast there, Apple, you name it. But get this. I think it's somebody that grew up with you. Do you know the name Mark Donovan?
Yes, he's my second cousin. Did he say something rude? Probably.
He said, Love the show. Mm-hmm. Happy to share some fun stories about growing up with Ryder in Maidstone, Saskatchewan.
That's nice.
Terrible hockey player. Nice guy, but truly awful player.
It's true. I wasn't very good. And I was in a town where like that's
all you could do.
All of your swag was defined by if you were good at hockey or not. The good thing that came with it, though, is I wouldn't make the team, and I'd go to watch the games, and all the players' girlfriends would be there with me. So while the games were on, I was like the it guy in town.
And how did that work out for you?
With my pom-poms, getting the people going. Anyway, tell Mark to frig off.
I can't. It's on the website.
Him and his rosy-ass cheeks.
Some of us have rosacea, and we can't help it, Ryder. Anyway, let's get into something that's making a comeback in men's fashion.
Yeah, Gaunch.
Gaunch are back. Okay, Reece, quick, kind of awkward question for you, but we're going
to...
HR, Maddie.
Start recording.
Sorry. What is your go-to underwear choice?
For like cut. Boxer
shape.
Brief, Gaunch.
What are Gaunch?
Oh, wow. We're going to teach this kid
Gen Z frenzy. Well, honestly, I never use the word Gaunch either. I only say it because I've been around a man from Saskatchewan for over a decade.
Have you heard of Ginch before?
Well, it just seems like something that like my mom would refer to my underwear as.
Wow, we're old, hey?
I mean, you are pretty much their age.
They can be Ginch, Gaunch, Gotch, or...
Gitchies.
Okay. And they are like the Speedo cut. That's the shape, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like a woman's full butt panties.
Like full butt panties, but it has a bit of like a cup in it or whatever that is.
Yeah, but it's a dude's underwear, so it still has the front flap.
There's like room to hold things.
The front flap that, let's be honest, seems unnecessary. You're never pulling it out of that thing.
What do you do?
I don't know. It's just an extra layer for when you put it away too soon and get a little bit of pee, I think.
Ew.
Maybe. I don't know.
Shake it off.
Taylor Swift said it best. Anyway, that's the cut. And the old school ones were the light blue with the white trim.
Okay.
So underwear companies have recently released a new study that went through what they're needing to increase their production of and decrease. Mm-hmm. So boxers are almost all the way out.
I've never understood boxers to begin with. How is that comfortable? That's like me putting on baggy shorts and then trying to put jeans on top of it. How is that?
I mean, they're pretty thin boxers.
But aren't they bunched up? There's nothing more uncomfortable than a bunched up situation.
Yeah, you have to kind of position everything perfectly. I think a lot of dudes probably sleep in them, but I also feel like those would just roll up and be a thong for me real quick.
And when you wake up in the middle of the night, is something hanging out? Like when...
For sure.
It's like when girls go to bed with a spaghetti strap shirt.
Okay. And then
you wake up and just one knocker's hanging out.
Yeah.
We got Casey wrote in saying tidy whities. Why didn't we just say that? Isn't that the exact same thing?
Reece, have you heard of tidy whities before?
I have heard of tidy whities.
Okay.
Do you wear them?
No. I think I would wear boxers. I'm pretty sure.
Like loose? Or are they like fit?
I would say they're fit.
Oh, okay. So like sacks.
That's a boxer brief.
Oh.
Which is kind of in between. There's also just briefs, which are the really tight ones.
Which are they shaped like underwear? Or are they longer?
They're longer.
They're longer.
They're the boxer brief shape, but really tight.
Those are the ones that Mark Wahlberg was wearing back in the day when everyone was like, whoa, he does have 3 nipples. Because he was in the ad for Calvin Klein.
Yeah. That's the one.
So what's making a comeback are tidy whities.
Yeah, like the Gaunch cut, Speedo cut underwear are getting more popular, and this study went a little bit further to find out why, and apparently it's being requested by a lot of ladies these days. It's just popular. And it is interesting because if you saw a guy outside of Europe in a Speedo 15 years ago, you would be very surprised and probably make fun of him with your friends. And now you go to a pool in Mexico or, a pool anywhere, and Speedos are starting to make a bit of a comeback. It feels like it's the same trajectory as mustaches. That there was a stretch that it was only for dads.
Right. Whereas now,
if you can grow a mustache at 22 and rock a Speedo, you're gonna.
Absolutely. And you're going to look great doing it. It's like a new fashion trend in general. They're comparing it to like Burt Reynolds. Like the Burt Reynolds look is back.
With the
The mustache.
Shorts with a dress shirt is also something that
Like
went away for a long time.
An open dress shirt, like buttons are undone, chest hair out, and short shorts. I saw a guy in the gym just the other day, and the shorts were so short and tight.
How long did you spend looking at it?
I didn't. I was like, truly, I promise it was like just a glance because I was like, whoa.
Okay.
I didn't want to stare. That's rude, right?
Right.
It was just interesting to see.
So yeah, with Gaunch cut underwear, Tidy Whitey's making a comeback. I'm wondering if some of the old school patterns will also make a comeback, like the light blue with the white trim, because that was a look. Or like, can I get Ninja Turtles on them again?
Okay, well, that's a bit too far.
Can I get Ninja Turtles and a streak in them? Made Reece laugh out loud. Made Reece laugh out loud. Scores 15-1 for me. What's wrong?
Why'd you have to bring up the streak?
Well, because when you're a kid, you don't always figure it out.
When are you going to ask me what my favorite underwear are on a man?
Okay. What are your favorite underwear on a man?
None.
All right. And that's underwear chat.
Gaunch are back in.
Should we get into the 3 stars of anything
Always.
next? We got a good one for us today.
You won yesterday again.
Yeah, I think the current score is 5 for Reece, 4 for me, and 3 for you.
Yeah, speaking of streaks.
I think I have one like 3 in a row.
And in somewhere else?
No, I didn't win yesterday.
You didn't?
No.
Who won?
You did. Because we did hockey teams that you kind of like other than the Oilers yesterday.
And I won because of the Mighty Ducks.
Well, yeah, you had a few good answers. And Utah because you really like the
Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Lisa Barlow.
All right.
I love Taco Bell.
So it turns out you're the one with the streak.
Okay, 3 stars of anything. Let's get into it.
It could be an athlete, snacks, or cars. It's time we pick our 3 stars of anything.
Today we are going to be discussing things that we hate paying for, that you still have to or do, but when you're at the till, you're like, I hate paying for this
It's
shit.
just not fun to pay for it.
Yeah.
So because I get to go first, I'm going to dibs speeding tickets, obviously.
Well, that was my first choice. I just got one in the mail yesterday from the Vatican, because apparently I committed some crimes in Italy.
I feel like that's scarier than just getting one locally.
Yeah.
Like the Vatican's taking time out of their day to send you mail.
Shame.
Shame.
Yeah, it feels a little more old school. So you've taken my first overall pick. I'm
So
going to
now
need
what?
a minute. Reece, you want to take your first pick? Things you hate paying for.
Oh no! Don't check the chat. Somebody made a suggestion and it's one of mine. Don't.
Okay.
Reece, you're up next. Things you hate paying for.
I hate paying for food, like when I don't have a giant appetite, and so when I go out and order food, I'll generally order too much, and it always is frustrating to me, like when I'm not eating all of what I'm paying for.
So food, when you're not hungry, do you feel forced into this by like your friends or your girlfriend ordering food?
It's all just portions are big sometimes
Yeah.
at this place that you go.
Yeah,
But
don't go to Texas. If you and Jess go to Texas, you have to share every meal. That's what my parents do because the portions are insane.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
I had a buddy that was talking about breakfast the other day, and his entire reasoning for why he would pick a place was serving size. The bigger, the better. And he's like, it's interesting that I'm choosing places now that actually taste good. Like, that's my goal now, is I want, like, a nice meal
Yeah,
instead
what a
of
shift.
just a huge truck of food.
But can we talk about some of these fancy restaurants that the meal comes in, you're like, this is one bite.
Not enough.
It's not enough.
Yeah. It would be nice if there were more places that were in the middle. Because some of the places, like with the nachos, they'll bring out on a flying saucer.
No, they wheelbarrow
Yeah.
out your food.
With not enough toppings.
And they just like,
I'm not going to be able
Lift
to
up-
eat all this, nor do I want to.
It's too much. And then it comes with the tiniest little ramekin of sour cream. I'm like, what's going on?
So we need to get the heavy hitters and the decision makers from the fancy restaurants and the budget places together.
Justin in the chat just made a suggestion for you, Reese. You can order from, or it says Reese wishes they would let him order from the kids menu.
Yeah.
Do you think that would give your girlfriend the ick? Or do you think she'd be like, wow, we're saving money?
I think she would definitely not be impressed.
If you ordered like the kids' cheeseburger.
Yeah, if I got there and was like, yeah, can I get chicken tendies?
Can I get
Yes,
can I
especially
get
when they're
the
called tendies.
The bugs and cheese.
Can I get the Buzz Clucks and fries? Okay, who's next?
The Buzz Clucks and fries were not a kid's meal. They had hot sauce on them, and they were incredible. Check yourself at the door.
I do miss Red Robin.
Okay, for my first overall selection for things I hate paying for, I'm going to go with ice. It's just frozen water.
And it's
Well, and
$6 now
If
for
I
a bag?
would have just been more prepared, I would have made ice.
True.
You know, for
Yeah.
free. It just feels like... And they charge too much, you're right. $6 for a bag. You want to fill a cooler for a long weekend, it costs more than the beer.
And the actual process of leaving the grocery store with bagged ice is painful.
Uh-huh.
You
It hurts your hands a little bit.
Yeah, it hurts the
Yeah.
forearms.
We've got little radio hands that are
Little and
sensitive.
soft.
Okay, you're second.
I'm dibsing reusable bags because it's the worst when you're like, I know I have 1,000 of them. I have a closet that's bursting at home with reusable bags. You go to the grocery store, you buy a couple. You're going in for one thing. You're like, oh, that looks good too. Ooh, a Toblerone,
Ooh,
sure.
Michelina's.
Why not?
Yeah.
They got 5 on for $10. I'm going to buy them. And the next thing you know, you're at the till. You're like, I need a reusable bag. And it's not fun to pay for them.
Yeah.
It isn't.
I do understand that one, the fast food one, I'll never understand. But I do understand, like, hey, everybody's going through way too many of these, like, throw out plastic bags. But there's got to be a happy medium with that somewhere. Like, why are they charging $2.50 for them?
That's why you got to go to places that they don't get rid of the cardboard boxes that the bulk food comes in, like the Italian Center.
Well,
you just grab one of those and stock up, and then you recycle it.
And, like, look for that at Freshco and Costco. Anywhere that ends in O. Daddy O's restaurant probably on White Ave has cardboard boxes if you have takeout. Just assuming from the name. But look for those.
When's the last time you went to Daddy-O's? Because I've never felt larger. Let me explain. It's a restaurant that's kind of like one tiny hallway. So even when I get up to go to the bathroom, I'm like, excuse me. And like my booty's hitting people's sandwiches out of their hands. Have you not noticed that about Daddy-O's?
Yeah. And the booths are pretty tight too.
They're so little.
It's worth it.
The
food's great. They don't allow kids.
They don't?
So I haven't been there in years because usually when I'm going out for lunch or dinner, it's with my kid.
Yeah, I thought you were getting into this weird habit where you were just leaving your kid outside.
Yeah, just make her like when I was a kid.
Yeah, when we were kids and your dad would go in to have a quick beer.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, okay, just sit on the bench. I'll be right back.
You have a story. We'll get back into the top 3 here right away, but when you were a kid and your mom would leave you to go into the mall, you had a bit of a tradition.
I did. So my mom she would get out of the van. We had one of those Aerostar vans back in the day. And she would turn to me and my sisters and she'd go, I'm going to be back in 10 minutes. Don't do anything stupid. And we'd be like, yes, Mom. And she'd go into the grocery store and we'd all look at each other. And then we would just give the bird to everyone that walked by. We'd flip the bird to every single person that walked by.
This is you and both your sisters.
Yeah, it was our favorite thing to do. We would just give the middle finger to people.
I cannot imagine how hard I would laugh if I was walking into the mall and I just look over and 3 cute little blonde girls are all giving me the finger. It would actually make my day, I think.
It was our favorite thing to do.
Did most of the people, do you remember their reaction? Were they grumpy? I mean, I think the older they get, the more chance they would be grumpy.
Yeah, but the only thing that we would get in trouble for is because our parents didn't know about us flipping the bird.
Yeah.
But we would do the like, and then draw things on the back window. Remember how mad your parents would get you because now that we're adults and we have our own vehicles, How frustrating is it to have to clean that off the windows?
Exactly, especially cleaning the inside of windows.
Yeah.
I shouldn't ever have to do that.
Terrible. We just got another donation in the super chat. Thanks to everyone that's liking this video on YouTube, and make sure you're subscribed to Oilers Nation. We've got Rogue Wave Creative, who just donated $20 to the Ben Stelter Foundation, which raises money towards helping out research funds for kids with cancer. So thank you so much. This follower is brand new, accidentally found our show yesterday, tunes in from Seattle.
Sweet.
So thank you so much.
That's a US dollar donation as well. That's like $300 here.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's very cool.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so cool that you donate super chats. Many do not. Happy Friday and continued success to all of you. Love the show. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
Okay, where are we at? Whose turn is it?
3 stars of anything. You've made your second selection. Reece, over to you.
Okay. I hate paying for maintaining my vehicle. I think it's tough when you got, like, I just had a flat tire not that long ago, had to buy new tires, and then an oil change all the time. It feels like it just sucks. It's expensive.
As soon as you hear something with your vehicle that like makes a noise, you're like, oh, how much is this going to be?
That's why you just turn up the music a little louder, pretend it doesn't exist. Or when you go and get an oil change and they like pull out the filter and they show you, I just go, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
I go, I don't see that ever. Out of sight, out of mind. Keep it to yourself.
I saw a video the other day. I don't know, Reece. I might have sent this one to you. Is there any chance you can grab it real quick? It's a guy getting an oil change.
Okay.
And how he feels when they start showing him stuff.
So insecure. Unless you really know vehicles, I don't think you're going for an oil change because you know how to do it yourself.
And like the way that they present it is just so like
they're like it's like they're showing the what's on the menu that day.
If you don't have it right now, Reece, we can come back to it a little bit later. Sorry, that was a big
I
put
might
on
have
the
to do
spot.
some digging, but I'm going to find it.
Okay, sweet. We got Kathy in the chat saying paying for air to fill your tires now. You have to pay when you go to the gas station.
Yeah, that's a good one. That
That's so
kind of
good.
has the same vibes as ice
Yes.
to me. These things are free. They shouldn't cost money. All right, my third overall selection.
Hold on. Can I just say another mention in the chat that's super funny?
Yeah.
Jessica wrote, your vehicle always craps out when you're at the lowest of lows in life, I find. It's true. As soon as you're like, wait, I feel like everything is finally coming up, Lisa, or everything's coming up, Ryder. Then all of a sudden, check engine light.
Or the opposite.
Perfect. What do you mean?
When like it couldn't get worse.
Oh,
Like, I can't believe she dumped me for my brother.
And then it's like, bing, bing. Okay.
My second choice for things that I don't like paying for is concert tickets.
Oh, I love paying for concert tickets. I love paying for a fun experience with friends.
Same. But a concert ticket, the prices on a lot of them, I'm not talking small bands. I'm talking like Rogers Place, $250 to get in the door. I get bored of any artist pretty much after about the 7th song.
That's insane to me. Especially like I went and saw Lady Gaga in London recently and the entire concert was a story.
Well, then I'd be in.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I think I would. If it was a
Ryder, tell
storyline.
the story about when I brought you to Lady Gaga because I've seen Lady Gaga 3 times. I'm a little monster through and through. What did you do? Tell everyone.
I dressed up as Lady Gaga in a really skimpy white outfit just to show the support I was going with the girls, you know? And then I got a little bit bored about halfway through and I went to the casino instead.
Dressed as Lady Gaga, and the person dealing the cards was like, you know the concert's on, right?
And
You
you're the-
seem like a fan. And he's like, yeah, just roll the dice or however it works. And like I also picture the dealer being like, aren't you supposed to be working right now?
Right.
Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be on stage?
Thought it was actually
You
me.
did look great.
Thank you. We'll get a picture of that pulled up a little bit later as well.
We should.
Yeah. So paying for concert tickets for anybody else that like a festival, I love because I can get 6 songs from so many different artists, and there's like a switch up.
No,
and you're like, oh, this is different and neat.
No, you like festivals because you can go hang out in the smoke pit with your friends and ignore everything that's actually happening. You're just there to create inside jokes with strangers.
Anyway, I just think that $250 to see the same artist put on a show, especially if they're just like, here's me and my guitar for the next 3 hours.
I will say I got free tickets to see John Mayer when I used to work for the radio station, like doing the mornings there.
Yeah.
And I was like so pumped to see John Mayer. I was like, let's do this. Can't wait to hear Your Body is a Wonderland, especially after rumors that it's written about Jennifer Aniston. Bring it on.
That body is a wonderland.
Yep. And then he just played guitar the whole time. He barely sang. I was like, these are deep cuts. I left.
He shreds, though.
Yeah, all right.
I'd almost rather that. Just ripping them out. Like when you'd end up in like some stranger's house who's like 35 years old and he just shows you his guitar skills for a bit and you're like 15 and you're like, why am I here?
How did I get here? This is halfway across the city.
I don't even know this guy's name.
People are just smoking in the basement too.
Yeah, the good old days. So yes, that's my second overall pick, is paying for concert tickets, not my favorite. We are counting down and drafting our top 3 things we hate paying for. I feel like Lisa's off to a good start. What's your third pick?
My third pick is, oddly, circling back to what we were talking about earlier, underwear. Women's underwear is so expensive. If you go into a Victoria's Secret and you want 3 pairs of underwear, that's $45. Might even be more these days. I don't know. It's been so long because I get the Kirky Spesh.
Yeah. Like 12 packs of the full
Costco,
butters.
the ones with the little hearts on them and little flowers. Kidding.
What?
I don't like paying for underwear. Let's move on. Thanks.
Good one. $45 for 3 pairs of underwear does not sound expensive.
It might be more. It's been so long since I've...
You know how much a pair of Saks is? The Gaunch?
For one pair?
Yeah, like $50.
What?
Yeah, one pair.
No wonder you have streaks. You're wearing the same pair every single day. Just kidding. Okay, Reece, you're up.
Okay, my final pick is going to be bank fees. I didn't have to pay any when I was in school, and so now that I'm not a student anymore, I've had to go back to paying for bank fees, and I think it's just such a scheme. Like, I think it's so lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, banks have figured out how to take money from us. They have marble floors. That's how you should know that they're taking a little bit too much off the top from us.
Okay.
Yeah, good one.
I got my 3.
And my third overall pick is anything that is associated with paying taxes. So not the paying taxes part. A long time ago, a wise man, my brother, once said, just think of paying your taxes as like you're buying a membership for a country you love. That's just your membership.
Your brother is the most glass half full person I've ever met. The most wonderful human to be around. All of you are. Like, your vibes are incredible.
You just made it sound like I'm definitely not first place, though.
No, you are.
Okay.
You're definitely first place. But I was with your brother the other weekend. We went for lunch. You were out of town. You went to the Grey Cup. He was in the city. So I was like, yeah, we went for brunch. And I was talking about how with this new gig, I was like, I have a little bit of imposter syndrome. Like, I'm not going to lie. I have these moments where I'm like, am I good at what I do? Like, is this worthy? Am I worthy of this? And he was like, Lisa, what if imposter syndrome is a good thing? What if it's a superpower? What if it means that you care and that you're going to keep showing up and you're going to try harder every day? He's like, just dive into it. I went,
hell yeah,
I think
brother.
you just changed my brain chemistry.
Yeah.
And he said that they had that advice of you not getting angry when you have to pay taxes and stuff.
It's
is
just a
kinda
membership.
smart.
I mean, there are a lot of people that aren't pleased with
No.
things that are happening in the country or province and don't want to pay that membership. So I understand that as well. But the thing I don't like paying for is having to get somebody to help me pay that. Like, you know what I mean? Paying the accountant. I'm like, oh, man.
On top of that.
I'm already paying. Like when you set up a business, for example, and then you have to pay to get your business number. I'm getting this business number just because I want to pay taxes. I shouldn't have to pay
$100 to do so.
Whew.
Whew, that felt good, didn't it?
Felt good. Yeah, it's been weighing on me a little bit.
All my 3 are in. What about you guys?
Yeah, we're in. So let's recap real quick and then get that poll up and get our vote on.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I went with speeding tickets, things I hate paying for, reusable bags at the grocery store, and underwear.
That's a good list.
I had unfinished food, car maintenance, and bank fees.
Yeah, and I went with ice, concert tickets, and things associated with paying taxes.
Get your vote on. We're going to get that poll up in the chat, and we take it very seriously. So please vote, because winner gets first overall pick come Monday when we do a brand new episode of 3 Stars of Anything. Did everyone just go vote for themselves? I did.
Reece didn't.
Reece didn't, because he's
too
so
wholesome.
nice. Another suggestion in the chat, Ryan McDonald has chimed in. When you order a black coffee at a restaurant, it's like $5 for their bean water. And majority of the restaurants, are they cleaning out those coffee pots?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd also put gravy on the list, because the price has just gotten ridiculous, and all that is beef runoff and a little bit of flour. Like, it's one of the cheapest things that you could make is gravy.
Yeah.
And you're charging me $3.89 for a ramekin.
But also, isn't it kind of annoying to make? Like, it's a process, no? Like, you got to make the whole pot. You got to keep stirring it so it doesn't get that weird skin on the top of it.
Yeah, but it's still not fun to pay for.
All right.
But fries are elevated with gravy. Hard to argue with that, right? Mm-hmm. Thank you for all the contributions on this and for getting your votes on. Already got a lot of votes coming in, and it looks like Lisa is off to a pretty good start.
Yep.
Not
Let's
gonna give you the point yet. Did you track down that video of the oil change?
I did, yes.
Let's watch it.
So this is one of my favorites that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. Looks good.
I love that it's just a picture of him.
Wait, take it from the top. I think that was the big finish. Here we go.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
Looks good.
That is all of us. If you're going through that drive-through, you don't know anything.
Well, yeah, true. Because anybody that
You
knows
could
a
do it
thing
yourself.
or two about, there's a good chance you're doing it yourself.
Let's talk about what's happening in Jasper that we would love for you to be a part of. The Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament. It's back. Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge, January 23rd to the 25th of 2026. So 3 days of pure hockey paradise on beautiful Lake Mildred, surrounded by the best crew and the Rockies. So what it is it's 4-on-4 pond hockey in a cup. And if you make it to the finals, you're going to be getting some awesome prizes. So it's not just about hockey. It's going to be packed with a bunch of live watch parties, some off-ice events and activities. All ages are welcome, by the way. Prizes, hangs with the Nation Network crew, plus some appearances from some pro hockey alumni as well. So grab your buddies, your family, and make your way to the Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament. It should be a really good time. That's happening between January 23rd to the 25th.
Would there be anything better than winning a hockey tournament with your bros or gals in front of the Rocky Mountains?
Oh, I thought you were going to say alumni.
On that.
Also that
But
would
also
be pretty
just
cool.
like...
No, there's nothing better. Don't you cry as soon as you see the mountains?
No,
Oh,
not normally.
I put on John Denver and I just sobbed.
Just have a little cry fest.
Rocky Mountain.
I think we should... I enjoyed watching that last video. Almost viral time or what?
Let's do it.
This is where we track down some videos that aren't viral yet, but probably will be soon. Because we like being the first to show you. This is my favorite segment because it's pretty much just led to my doom scrolling feeling like work.
Yeah, you're prepping for the next day. You're bringing content.
Like 2 nights ago, I think I was like, well, better go lay in bed and find some almost viral clips. What a hero.
Seriously.
What a hardworking hero. Mm-hmm. And I made sure I let Jay and the team here at Oilersnation know that I was still working.
Late at night.
Just
scrolling.
that thumb was just grinding it out there.
Well, let's see what you came up with. Better be good.
They are good.
Yo, what's up?
What's up? I was wondering if you wanted to come over and have like a beer or 15 and work on my house with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, sweet.
Want to like drink some more beer in the garage afterwards?
After we're done?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a full refrigerator full of beer, so you just need to bring yourself.
I'll be there in like 3 minutes.
Okay, bet. I'll see you then.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Now, do you understand why that may be going viral? Or is it just like kind of nice?
I don't get it.
Yeah, I thought maybe that you weren't on board.
So obviously he lives down the street from him.
It's just the most wholesome conversation
It's
ever.
King of the Hill.
You're asking a guy if he wants to come over on a day he's not working and help you work on his house. And did you see and hear how pumped the guy was?
What are they going to be working on? Or is that just a lie and you end up just sitting in the garage drinking beers?
Sometimes you just do that. You could just be working on like your dart throwing skills. But other times you'll like tile a shower.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just thought that was super wholesome.
I will say when you have your buddies over,
Mm-hmm.
I take advantage of it by being like, hey, the couch needs to be moved over a couple inches.
Right.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And then you and your buddies do it. And it's great.
Well, and I think when a lady asks a bunch of fellas to help, you want to show off that you're the strongest. So like I'll go take the like heaviest corner of the couch and then just make eye contact with you the whole time.
It is impressive.
Thank you. Next up for Almost Viral, what do you got, Reece?
Bro, is that a WWF tattoo on your leg but not wrestling?
They're wrestling.
That is such a throwback when WWF
like wrestling had
used to
change
be
its
wrestling
name.
and now
Yeah.
it's WWE.
I was talking about that tattoo the other day on the show with somebody that was in here. Mm-hmm. That is probably my favorite tattoo I've ever
I
seen.
love a clever tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
All of my tattoos suck, but I don't hate them. I think that if you are watching this right now and you have tattoos that you regret, don't regret them. You got it for a reason. It was a part of your life, and you moved on. And you can look at it and go, well, I'm a better person than I was when I got this. It's true.
Yeah. What's the most embarrassing tattoo you didn't get but almost got? You got any of those?
That I almost got?
Yeah. Like one that you were thinking and you look back and you go, thank God I didn't get that.
Never.
When I was 18, my first tattoo, I almost got the word flirt on my like pelvis.
Pardon me?
Like on my side.
Why? You
thought-
are flirty, though.
Not very. Maybe I was.
Yeah.
But still, I would have paid for that to be removed within like a 4-year span. I'd be like, I'm such an idiot.
We were thinking about putting on a nation event
Yeah.
where people come if you do have tattoos that you regret and you've always wanted to get it covered up, and we would just make you get the Oilers Nation logo instead. And we'll just get that on top. Or
Yeah.
like a saucer tattoo.
Hell yeah.
We should do that and have an event and have some drinks and some food, maybe a watch party, and get some tattoo artists in, and we'll just get everyone to get Nation tats.
I love the sauce logo, but that is a bold move for a tattoo. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe let's just stick with the logo everyone knows and loves.
The Oilers Nation logo to me is a great tattoo.
Yeah.
The sauce logo to me is like, you're extreme and we appreciate it.
Maybe one day.
I will tell you where the sauce looks very good, the logo, on my brand new Acura that I picked up yesterday.
Doesn't even let me get in it. I was like, I would love to go for a drive in that vehicle with you. And you're like, nope.
Yeah, I went down to Southview Acura, picked that sucker up. I thought they were telling me it was called an 80X, like 80X. So I was walking around like making jokes like, wow, I bet this is way better than the 70X. And nobody got my joke.
Oh, no.
And then he's like, Ryan down there goes, it's ADX. And I was like,
Maybe they're used to that.
makes way more sense. This thing is absolutely sick, though.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And I was kidding. He would have let me in the vehicle, but we drove separate today because you're going to be hanging out with Tyler and Liam after our show, by the way.
That's right.
So that's
am.
fun. So we took separate vehicles, which is fine.
But yeah, I wanted to give a massive shout out to Southview Acura. That team down there is unbelievable. They jump in the chat once in a while.
They're in it right now. Ryan's in
Part
the
of the
chat.
show.
We got Sophie Acura chiming in as well. No, it's good times. Remember when you embarrassed yourself in front of their owner?
Oh, boy.
We were there the other day and we were just trying to film some funny content, and you broke their mop,
Like the electric cleaning machine.
the
Like,
expensive ones. You broke it in front of him, and then he caught you in his office snooping around.
No, you can't say it like that.
No, I'm just kidding. But you were in his office without him knowing.
Yeah, we were doing a video, and it was like me looking like I own the place. And then he walked by and goes, who the hell is in my office? it was me. And then I broke the mom.
It was bad timing.
The
all
fact
around.
that they even gave me the car yesterday is ridiculous. But
Richard wrote in the chat, did I see a video of Ryder eating a donut in his brand new car? Yes, you can find that now if you search Ryder and Lisa on Instagram. Check out his new whip. It's pretty awesome.
I was doing donuts in the parking lot, yeah.
Do we have any more videos for Almost Viral, Reese?
You betcha. I have a Lisa submitted almost viral.
Okay, I forget what I submitted.
Look at this here. I was just hiking on a trail and I came across this guy. This is an opossum. I saw him walking on the trail and I walked up to it and it got so scared and fainted and passed out and it played possum. This is an involuntary response by these animals. They don't choose to play possum. They just get so scared that they kind of pass out. He's starting to wake up a little bit. You can see his teeth. They got over 50 teeth. They'll do some damage, but they really won't bite you. I'm not in danger of getting bit, or I'm not really in danger of getting rabies. I know these animals might look dirty or kind of like a rat, but they are actually super clean animals. They groom themselves all day long. They actually eat ticks that go on top of them. So anytime they walk through some brush and they get a tick, they will eat it. They are known to eat up to 5,000 ticks a year, helping prevent Lyme disease. Cool. They're almost never going to get rabies. Could they get it? Sure, so can humans. But their body temperature is so low that it's tough for the virus to survive inside of them. Another cool thing about them is on their feet, they have opposable thumbs. They also have this super long tail that they use to hang onto trees and help climb. These guys will pretty much eat anything. They will eat anything from fish, bugs, insects, snakes, vegetables, dog food, cat food you leave outside. You'll see them in your garbage. A lot of times people will think they're a big rat, but they're actually not. They're more closely related to a kangaroo than a rat. They do have the pouch on their belly, which makes them a marsupial. They are the only marsupial here we have in North America. They use those whiskers to help dig and look for stuff. Look at how calm this guy is. He's just sitting in my hands. He's not going anywhere.
Frozen.
They are born at birth live. They're born about the size of a bumblebee. They can actually have up to 20 live babies at birth. When the babies are born, they crawl right into the mother's pouch and they will stay there until they get big enough to crawl out, and they will actually crawl on the animal's back. And they stay on the mother's back until they're too big and they fall off. And once they fall off, that's when they go off on their own, like this guy. I'm gonna put this guy back now and go on with our hike. But I just thought I'd share some of these facts with you guys, because some people will see them and they'll want to kill them or kind of kick them to the side because they think they're a rat. But they're not a rat. They're a super cool animal. It's the only marsupial we have here in North America. And you got to be very careful when you're handling them. And they're super cool to look at.
I want one.
All right, let's put this guy back.
Okay, I have a
how about
bold
the
take here.
Before you get into that, they have thumbs.
Mhm.
Imagine if you were walking and they were just like, they gave you one of these.
Yeah. Or
I
like-
want one so bad.
Or they were in the back of their mom's aero van and they just gave you one of these.
Totally. all three of the babies without the mom knowing. That's a cool animal.
It is a cool animal. Here is my bold take on that video. If that guy was funny looking and tried to tell you about, what were they?
Opossums?
A possum. And with that many facts, you would be like, this guy's a weird dude.
No, he's really cool. So I follow him on Instagram. His name is Fish Like Mike. Majority of his videos are about fish that he has found while fishing, and he's so educated with most wildlife. But you're right. There's something about how he's also
handsome,
kind of a stud.
Yeah.
That helps. Because you're right. If he was like a funny looking dude with a ponytail that like had his own like pet snake around his neck, I would swipe right past him. I'd be like, nah, I can't handle this algorithm.
Literally, I was thinking, I just replaced him in my head with a weird looking dude who's like, yeah, I'm holding this possum. It's got thumbs and it carries its baby, and like you would run.
I would scream.
You would run.
Yeah. But that is a very cute animal. And if you would like more content like that, I've been following this guy forever. And that one just popped up again. And that's the video that made me follow him, Fish Like Mike on Instagram. It's good stuff.
Just another sign that hot dudes get away with whatever they want. Harry Styles. You think if I dressed like that and came down the stairs dressed in what Harry Styles wears, I'd get applauded for it and be called like a fashion forward thinker? No. My kid would tell me to go upstairs because I'm embarrassing her.
I would love to see you in a pearl necklace. Because that's what Harry Styles wears. And dresses.
Right. If I just rolled downstairs and was like, this is what I'm wearing to the Christmas party this year, and it was a suit that didn't have a shirt underneath, with diamonds all over it.
What makes you think
You'd
that
say,
you're?
I'm not coming with you.
But what makes you think that you're not hot?
Well, I'm just not.
You're a stud.
I'm not marsupial hot, and I'm not
Marsupial.
Harry Styles hot.
Marsupial hot.
Well, that guy.
You learned something today.
Yeah, I'm not possum guy hot. You know.
Yeah.
If I was outside holding a possum,
I would call the
telling
cops.
people about it.
I would call the cops.
They'd be like, that guy needs to wash his hands and get away from him quick.